Hey guys, it's Maddie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Twisted Games by Ana Huang. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. This is the second book in the Twisted series. I, however, have only read this book. I haven't read the first one, which I believe is Twisted Love. So at the beginning of this book, it does say it's recommended to read Twisted Love in order to get like the complete understanding of this book, but I found my reading to be quite enjoyable as is just reading this one, so do with that as you will. But let's get right into a summary and then we'll do my review and my rating. Twisted Games follows Bridget von Ashburg, and she is a royal princess from Eldora. Don't think like fairy tale princess, think more Meghan Markle-esque. And she is trying to live a normal life as like a college student. So she's partying, she's making a ton of friends, and just trying to keep an overall lower profile. But she does have a bodyguard with her. She goes to school in America and her family is in like Europe. So her bodyguard is actually stepping down and is being replaced by Rhys LARSEN, aka Mr. Larson, as Bridget calls him, and he calls her princess. It's so cute. And of course, things start off rocky between them. Rhys draws very clear lines in the sand. He actually says, and I quote, "He definitely does not become involved in his clients' personal lives and doesn't become their friend, confidant, or anything else." Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, foreshadowing. But at the beginning, he is like a hard ass to Bridget and is pretty hard on her and sets very clear ground rules and boundaries. And he expects her to follow them, no questions asked. But of course, it wouldn't be that way. Bridget fights back, she pushes back, and does not give him an easy time. And of course, Rhys does not handle this very well. He thinks that she should be very submissive and listen to what he says, and she does as he pleases. So what do you think happens when tension builds between a beautiful princess who breaks rules and crosses boundaries and a tall, dark, handsome bodyguard who has severe control issues? They bang, they hook up, they fall deeply and madly in love. Sparks fly, but they might not last for long. Bridget has an older brother who is set to take the throne and to become king once her grandfather dies, but her brother falls in love with an American commoner, and that is a big no-no in the royal family, because if you are to take over as king or queen, you must marry within royal family and they must be of noble blood. So her brother chooses love over royalty and therefore steps down from the throne, and then Bridget is the next in line to take over. And she does not have such a clear-cut answer between love and royalty. She feels it's her duty to step up and to become queen. So then you must be thinking, well, isn't Rhys just an American commoner? Yes, yes he is. And that plays into the whole book and the whole back half of this story. They are racing against the clock to make most of their time together before the inevitable breakup is to come. And by making the most of their time, I mean banging a lot anywhere and everywhere and behind everyone's back. Like, they have to have a secret forbidden romance, like no one can know about it. So they're screwing everywhere where people can't see. And unless one of them can find some sort of solution, their relationship is doomed. I really enjoyed this book. This is the first of Anna's books that I have read, and I really enjoyed it. Some people say it's a slow burn. I did not see it so much as being a slow burn. I thought it was pretty quick and like things happened very fast and within like the first 75 pages, I want to say. And this is over a 400-page book. So I wouldn't say it's a very slow burn. One thing I didn't love is how repetitive some things were. Like in this book, Bridget's parents die. Her mom dies during childbirth and her dad dies in a car accident like a few years after she's born. It's no secret, like that's not a spoiler or anything. But we're told that probably 3 or 4 more times within this book. And like it feels like every 7 to 8 chapters, we're reminded again of what happened to her parents, and I just didn't, like, I didn't need the reminder. I didn't find it useful or contributed to the story that much. There were other parts where it was just like almost wasn't as believable as I wanted it to be, and I don't know if I necessarily related or connected with the characters as much as I hoped, but nonetheless, I still think this is a 4-star read in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I loved the spice. It was great, and the story, it was just fun. I don't really go into books like this with very high hopes of a very deep, significant plot. I read it for the smut, for the romance, for like the drama of it. So I don't look at this very like intellectually, if that makes sense. And I don't mean any offense by that. Like that, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I find these books are for. They're just like fun, lighthearted, get me all giddy, kick my feet. So yeah, I am settling on a 4-star read for this book. I really enjoyed it, and I am excited to read the other 3. I have Twisted Love on hold at my library right now, so I'm excited. And the Twisted series follows like a group of friends, from my understanding. I only did like a little bit of research into it, but I'm pretty sure the 4 main characters in each book like are in the friend circle. So that's exciting. I hope we get like more glimpses of Rhys and Bridget in the next 2 books, but I don't know if they make any little cameos. Anyways, that is all for this video. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add. I did recommend this book to my friend. I thought she would like it. She doesn't really read, so I thought this might be a good one to get her started, and she was hooked. She loved it. So if you're looking for an intro book to like the smut romance kind of world, I think this is a really good one to get you started, because it was an easy, quick read. I read it in 2 days. I could not put it down. I just loved it. I loved the forbidden romance. I loved the chase and how jealous and controlling Rhys was, and how he would like literally kill a guy for looking at her. Not literally, but like figuratively. He was very protective and just looked out for Bridget and wanted the best for her at all costs, and would fight to keep her and to do whatever it takes to hold her and not let her go. And Bridget, she was a little frustrating at times, but nonetheless, I enjoyed the book, and I hope you do as well if you choose to read it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!